Hey guys, this is Dardamos with Dardamos Dominions. We're going to get another national expansion in on here. Specifically on the new Ind. And what's interesting with this new nation is that all of their troops that you recruit from your capital will be sacred, which means unlike most of my other national expansions, I'm actually gonna take a bless on this one. That being said, I'm not going I still want to go scales with this. So what I'm going to be aiming for, because they get a free bless points, if you see they get, one free astral, is that I want to aim for the end all be all of astral blesses, which is etherealness. The reason I'm going to do this is because all their troops automatically bless. You can get them in, I don't want to say large quantities, but when I was doing my tests, I was getting quite a few of them out, especially if you expand successfully. You end up with a lot of money, which means you can kind of put it towards your temples. You also start with one heat, so moving up to three heat is very optimal. If you've ever seen Lucid's guides on it, it's a pretty much moving from one to three is your best bang for your scale dollar, I guess, for lack of better terms. So I'm gonna be doing is I'm either gonna go with Baphomet. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that, or with a divine glyph. I'm feeling that the divine glyph is the way to go, specifically because I can get that extra astral point there, which is gonna help me get all the way up to etherealness. And then I'm going to also put in 5 points for a heat aura, which will help me because I've got heat scales. It'll also help me if I end up fighting against other nations that have a mega bless. If they are lacking in a fire, in like lack of like a fire resist, I'm sorry, then this will knock them down to size. It'll also help me immensely in expansion. I'm going to drop my fortune skills. I'm not gonna go to misfortune 3. I don't like that, but misfortune 2 is not terrible. And all of these guys have fortune teller on them. So your mages kind of help you deal with bad events. So going misfortune 2 is not terrible. What's interesting is their capital moves your scales from turmoil all the way up to order 3. So that's gonna help really good. The turmoil misfortune does kind of stink, but I think that the strong expansion is gonna lead you into a stronger late game. And not only that, but with your mages, you should be, fairly well off. I wasn't getting hit by too many bad events. And then the last thing I do is I pump this up to 3. Now, here's where it's going to get interesting, because this is how many, oh, I don't remember being down to design points 1. This is actually really nice. This lets you recruit more, what is it? Sorry, my brain's going numb. More sacreds. I feel like, oh, because I took another scale, didn't I? Yeah, so I went down to 6, which I don't know. I mean, I don't want to go too much into I don't know how my mid and late game is gonna work out, and especially now that you don't have a lot of people that have played this nation. I'd like to have at least some mid game, but I guess I'm gonna go with 6 for now. I'm gonna show you why as I go along, why 6 to 8 is not a big deal, even though your expansion is almost exclusively with sacreds. So sorry, got a little bit of a cold going on. Um, so yeah, those are gonna be my scales. We're gonna call this guy I don't know, glyph of awesome. And so I think let's see, let's look at my other ones that I did. Okay, so this is Cheesy Poof, and it's the same exact guy. So this is a guy that I tested for before, but I did want to show um what want to show the actual building of the guy. So hey, Java updated, go away. we're gonna go on Pelawar, which is one of my favorite maps. I'm going to do. I was expanding with a bunch of different nations, but I kept on running into them, and didn't it didn't give me a good baseline for expansion. I'm kind of interested because I pretty much I almost wrapped the map. Uh, I'm just gonna do like a random normal AI here, just for testing purposes. Now, knowing my luck, I'm gonna get some weird, oddity going on. Maybe get like a demon lord next to me. Have to redo the whole video again. But I've tested it twice already, and it was downright disgusting. Now, real quick to go over what I've got to start with. Do research. I'm gonna do Thom 2 just for a mind burn because why not? I haven't really looked into the research options yet. We do have a ton of astral fire and nature going on with our ethereal bless. We could probably get one of these guys right here. I guess we don't, because we've got astral. You can get body ethereal on your own. But these guys aren't old. That's what's kind of surprising to me. So I've been recruiting these guys just because I figured that I can figure out the mages later if I just buy the most expensive. And I guess the most expensive would be these Abbot Magus. And I was making those, but I don't like their random paths. These guys are just straight up better, and you've got a chance of getting some other cool paths like nature, which would be just kind of breaking into nature would be really nice. So your starting troops are a bunch of sacred. Well, I mean everything's sacred, but these guys, which are not terrible troops, 14 protection, 14 defense, mean they don't get hit very often. When they do, they're able to absorb quite a bit. I don't think this bless is optimal. I'll be honest. I don't think the fire bless is really nice. I think the ethereal is amazing. I'm semi tempted to get +2 defense skill to these guys because that'd bring their defense up to 16. Which would just, and since they're only getting hit a quarter of the time, that means they're not likely to get hit at all. And even if they do, the protection will actually, take over. I'm gonna buff up this line. I don't need the archers. The archers are kind of crap, to be honest. You could get some sort of cool archer build, but I'm not going to. I don't particularly like these guys because their protection is crap. But if you're going to be fighting somebody that is either sacreds, because this has got the Bane of Heresy like the MA Ulm troops do, that's really cool. Also, if you're fighting somebody that is going to be that you need magic weapons, this would fill your magic weapons need. It's one reason why I don't think I need to take a magic weapons bless because these guys will do it automatically. And yeah, you don't get a lot of them, but it seems like anything that needs magic weapons, you're gonna only need a couple of them for like elves and such. But I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. But yeah, I felt like going with two of these guys because you're limited to two of these per month, and then just spamming out these guys until you got one left. The first thing that I do is I build a Primate King, and the reason that I do that is he's priest level 3, which will let me boost that to priest level 4 when I turn him into my prophet. I'm gonna set this guy to research. I'm gonna set this guy to preach the teachings of God because I want to get my heat scale boosted out here so that my heat aura does a little bit more damage. Double check everything because I always. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, there we go. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Initially, you're not going to be having enough resources sometimes. Really weird because I'm in a mountain too, but oh well. What can you do? Push on forward, and we'll see what we've got. Now I've got these heavy cavalry, heavy infantry, which are they're normally really scary, but I do want to show off what you can do with this. I've got a throne right here that I can probably just go and eat right off the bat. Toss these guys into here, do a line formation. I do not want these guys getting hit by arrows, and I really don't want this guy getting hit by arrows. So I'm going to move these guys back so that the arrows hopefully won't hit him. Move this guy forward and just do an attack closest, do a fire, and then just have this guy casting spells to his heart's content. We're going to come up here and hit these guys first. I'm kind of worried about these pale ones. I'm pretty sure that I'm fine against them, but I haven't fought them in any of my tests, so I'm going to play it safe. Grab 2 more of these guys, get rid of that guy, and then just go to the max with this. If I could, oh man, I'm semi tempted to send this guy in along with it. Yeah, let's do it. And the reason I'm gonna do this is that I'm going to make a I'm gonna try to make a temple here ASAP. I would normally buy these mercs right off the bat as well because why not? You've got the extra money, and yep. So let's move on to the next turn, and you're gonna see how amazing these guys are. Well, I mean, not too much because this is a kind of a crappy indie province. But yeah, good. Okay, so watch this. These. Oh nope, they didn't make it. I had heavy infantry actually come over and hit my archers, and the heavy infantry lost to the archers just because of the ethereal. This is going to be pretty standard at this point. Okay, so at the I think I want to go with these abbot. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. One of these abbot or magus or these magus supreme. I'm sorry, because I don't know what I want to do in a real game, so I'm just gonna kind of just take it easy. Hey, Hoburg crossbowmen, which I don't think are gonna be a problem to us. I'm gonna build a construct a temple. Oh, hey, I don't have enough money. Should I get rid of one of those guys? Oh, I bet I can. No, I'm not going to do that. But what I might do is get rid of one of those guys and then drop 2 points of this. It's kind of risking it because oh, nope, never mind. Misfortune hasn't gone here yet. I'm getting rid of a sacred, but if you remember, every single temple that I get a free sacred. I get another sacred that I can recruit here. So I lose one this turn, I gain another one next turn. And this guy right here is my leadership 120. So I will be moving. I might try to take that stack just to see if I can show off because I think they can actually take it. I don't know why I'm checking this, but let's move into the next turn. Okay. So this should be another massacre, although with the density of these troops, it might... there's not enough of them. It's not going to matter. The Hoburg crossbowmen are kind of scary because they deal so much flipping damage, but I think that we are set. Yeah, we lost nothing, which is absolutely wonderful for Hoburg crossbowmen. Move him on forward. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to recruit one of these vicomts. They only do get 4 per turn, but I'm not going to be using that. I got the leadership 80, which 115 gold for a leadership 80 guy is not terrible at all. I'm going to go here. Oh crap, I can't actually get a I'm going to get priest after this. I really would like to have a priest, but what can you do? And then come over here and grab some more of these guys. We're going to put these into a pile like this, and I'm going to try to show off against why these guys are just so absolutely amazing. So, choo. Actually, do I want to do that, or do I want to become a prophet? We got to become the prophet. I'm sorry. I was going to show off to you guys, but I'm not gonna do that. What I might do is just go forward with him, and then now we're gonna play it safe. Okay, so I got those guys. I got my sacred that I lost. I'm getting him back. This group is going to move on to yeah. Can we kill war elephants? I don't even know if we can kill war elephants, but I sure as heck can kill that. And we're good to go. Oops, that's right. I didn't put that. In with the misfortune scales, I want to make sure that I get my defense up to 6 so I don't get any bad events. Well, I don't get the bad events for less than 6 PD. And nom. I do like when they like catch on fire. It makes me feel, I don't know, happy and joyous for some reason. But once again, we lost absolutely nothing. We get a famous hero. Yay. This guy is the prophet. And now that he has Holy 4, we can actually get fanaticism going, which will give them more morale. Although, to be honest, when you've got 18 morale, why do you need more morale? Um, Other than I would really like more morale. So we're going to come in here and just annihilate these guys. I'm going to get another one of these guys, set them on repeat, and anything else that we need to do. We should get this guy, should be here the turn after, and then I can send out another expansion party, to be honest. Construction, temp. Oh, come on, really? Can I get another construct a temple and then build? Oh man, I still got lots of gold. So this guy just, I need to not make that guy this turn. Let's get a researcher. I don't. These guys are actually good researchers. And then these guys need to come over. Oh, Zats would probably kill me. Would they? And I do have body ethereal. I'm kind of curious as to how we do against lizard warriors. So we're gonna give that a shot. Or do we want to? Let's go after that one. Never mind. I keep on wanting to see just how much it's gonna take to kill one of these expansion parties. I've yet to lose one. And I don't mind doing one here just because I'm so confident that this build is absolutely amazing. Because watch just what happens when they hit up against it. Just it does nothing to my line whatsoever. And welcome to the joy of zero losses for 11 heavy cavalry. What's gonna kill me is something like this right here, where they get around my flanks, and then there's multiple people hitting the same guys, which it's gonna get through my defense and through my body ethereal. I've already seen two guys die, and this is probably the most deaths I've ever had in an expansion outside of like barbarians with bad luck. Losing 3 guys was a disaster, guys. Just absolutely disaster. But what can you do? We killed 47 guys. We got a bad roll, so and what can you do? We're gonna go that way. We're gonna go that way. I'm gonna try my best to just move away from my cap center so that I don't get where I lose a turn. With my expansion parties, because that's kind of what did me in last time. Like what? Oh crud! Just like this, I'm a winner. I can't move here anymore because that was summertime only, so I got to go from heat to heat, and it's now getting cold outside. Make sure that okay, I've got all that, and we get another holy point. Yay! Another holy point. Um, this guy can oh no, he's gonna come down here. Let's move this guy into this province, and we'll start making yet another temple so we can get more sacreds and then just pump them out like crazy. Now the thing that's scary about this is that if we get attacked right off the bat, I get somebody who rushes me, that would really, mess me over. But I don't think that I'm very good rush bait, because if it's somebody who's rushing me, they're gonna have sacreds that are really good, but my guys kind of counter them. I think that I can pretty much kill anybody that's gonna rush me, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this should be an absolute massacre of these guys. They fire arrows, meaning that they're not gonna surround me, which means I'm gonna just absolutely murderate them, unless I get a little unlucky. And that's kind of the thing is that body ethereal negates about, I think it's 3/4 of the things that are gonna hit you. And so sometimes you just get unlucky. You're rolling the dice, especially the like these guys have an attack of 10. I've got a defense of 4, so they need to beat me by 4 and hit that 1 in 4 chance, and it's just gonna happen every once in a while. There's just nothing that you can do about it. And stuff like this is gonna make sure that it happens more often, but then you get lucky and you only lose 1 guy to these 40 guys. Uh, Thought that I put enough defense in there. Wonderful. I didn't realize that happened unless you didn't put PD in there, so maybe I have to look back and see if I didn't put PD in there, but I thought I did. It's only militia. I'll come back and kill it with another group, so make sure I don't have any elephants in there. That's a wonderful surprise. But these guys can come with this dude. He can put them in line formation, and we're gonna go try and kill these guys. You stand behind like that, attack closest, cast spells, and I think that should be good. I know that I could kill those guys, but I'm actually gonna play it safe. I don't necessarily want. I don't know. Maybe it would be. I don't feel like I've got 17 guys. That's enough. But I do need to stand him back. The thing about the cavalry is that I want to make sure that they don't get around and murderate this poor guy. I mean, he does have body ethereal, so he's a little bit safer, but that doesn't make me feel a lot better. Okay, so this guy needs to move. Oh my goodness, that was an absolute disaster. And anybody else need to go forward. And at this point, I've got three expansion parties at turn 7, so that makes me feel really good. I'm still waiting for to. Oh man, that's a lot of bad guys. Although I seem to be doing okay. Yeah, I mean that worked out really well. We did lose 2 of them, which really stinks, but 34 pale ones with a 15 piercing bronze spear. It normally is not a good group to fight against early. With expansion parties can get eaten by stuff like that. The one thing I do like about these guys right here is that they protect my commander. I gotta say, like, this is the most I've ever lost during expansion, but I am bringing in smaller groups. I usually go pretty flawless for a lot of these guys. Oh man, did I move him? Nope, he's behind. This is my favorite part, just watching these cavalry charging and hitting absolutely nothing. I kind of feel like I'm gonna burn through a little bit more of this. It is getting late, and I need to get some sleep. With the new expansion or with this new patch coming out and being able to kind of get some content out since I haven't. I played a whole game and I recorded every single one of them, and then the owner of the game, like the turn that we were throne rushing and the turn we were possibly gonna win, he couldn't find a sub, and instead of turning guys AI, he just quit the game completely, and I wasn't able to get the last turn, and it was so disappointing to me that I was like, just forget it. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe. That I lost. I mean, it's probably 30 to 40 videos. And so I'm trying to get some content out there because I do appreciate the people that do watch my stuff, and I really do love these. These national expansions are my favorite. I don't think that's enough. Oh, stink! I made a mistake. Mistakes were made. I'm gonna make another one of these guys. I would be making these primates and getting the reason I want turmoil is because the more you have turmoil, the more heathens, cannibals that you can recruit, and I feel that these would make very, very, very good siege chaff. And that's kind of the problem you have is because you have a low number of troops, and these guys, I mean, their siege strength is crap. The cannibals would work as siege chaff. But because I missed a turn on getting one of these bicomps, I'm gonna try to get another one of those out. And also what I'm going to do is get another one of these guys out, even though I probably wouldn't normally. Anybody else? Nope. Nope. We got everything looking good. I want to make sure again because I lost that province. I don't know how that happened. I had it happen in other games too, where I normally check my PD. Oh, hey, we got one of these guys. That's kind of cool. It's still not magic weapons. The thing that's scary is if they got magic weapons, the body ethereal doesn't work, which is one of the things that's kind of scary. Oh, or he could get agony, which I don't know how much that's gonna affect me. You got an item? You do, but I don't think, or I don't think you do. Okay, so we only lost one guy, even against blood mages, which is kind of cool. Okay, this should be okay. I'm just gonna skip this one because yeah. And then we got the last one, which this should be okay too. Yeah, we lost nothing. So we're taking 3 provinces per turn. I would be expanding again with this force. I'm gonna actually make 2 forces and send one here and one there as soon as I can. You, my good friend, need to make another temple. You need to. Oh, you're actually you're an actual force. Give me more PD and more PD. Yeah, my partner that was in my other game, Featherfall. We're now 6 for 6 in Disciples games, I think, or 5 for 5, because we count the Throne Rush. Even though I don't know, maybe we wouldn't have won it, but it felt like we had that one in the bag. It really did, and it was really disappointing that we weren't able to actually finish it. I think he staled one turn, otherwise we almost for sure would have had it. Um, and he staled the turn before, just because we were having the subbing issues, and it's the game kind of just fell apart. It had a lot of new players in it, and it had a lot of cancer nations. So because of the state of the game, nobody wanted to take over, and I couldn't blame them, to be honest. Okay, and if you see, like, I've got a lot of treasury, and I could be coming over here and making well, not one of those guys. These guys suck. But making like one of these guys and making a fort down here. I'm not going to though. Just trying to show off how powerful these guys are. And yep, we lost one guy, nothing. One guy got some bad events. Hey, heroic quickness. That's awesome. And the cool thing about these guys is because they're all ooh, I got reinvigoration. So like reinvigoration is amazing on something like this guy where I could be casting some big spells, go in here and uh like do like a major um like a communion, and then drop down some major nature spell that then I get reinvigoration and I can go back to normal ones. Um let's go take a throne, but guys, I feel like I can do it. Put me in, coach. Boom boom. And then make more temples everywhere. I need temples for days. Go get another expansion party. Go kill that group. You need to come down here. We're gonna just be putting out expansion parties like crazy. How many guys is that? I don't care. 11 sounds good. Actually, let's get a couple more. And then we're gonna go over and kill this group. You guys line formation. Da-da-da-da-da-da, charge. Okay, you just cast spells. I don't care which ones. That I'm kind of. I don't wanna read. I don't even want to risk the Zots. I'm pretty sure that I can deal with them, but let's make double sure that I don't screw with this because I don't want to deal with the scripting. And then that looks good. Let's move on to the next turn. Wait, hold on. This guy's going. Don't I have another? Oh no. So I'm up to 4 expansion parties, which isn't too bad. I'm losing a couple guys. Now, this is what's cool. Against, like, horse archers, I don't need to really worry because I'm just going to get hit by these, like, pathetically small... Oh, my goodness, there's a well of misery here. Like, short bow, which is... I mean, even if they hit, who cares? It's not going to kill me. I'm going to come forward and just annihilate them. So, sometimes horse tribe cavalry can really screw with an expansion party. If you watch my expansion for Jotunheim, those were my worst nightmares. And like a lot of the typical quote unquote bad indies, these guys really don't care about. Oh man, I got this. But when you stop getting critical mass, it starts hurting a lot. But like their morale is 12, so they really don't like to run. Am I gonna lose my first expansion party here? Nope. Okay. So that was close. We lost a lot, and this is, yeah, I don't know, bad scripting or I guess maybe just not a lot of guys. Yeah, we ate. So, okay, it might be famine. That might be what's killing me. Let's get another group. Let's get all of them. Go into here, line formation, and let's go kill some barbarians. Yeah. Um, and then you guys can go down here. I could actually claim this throne because he's an H3. Another nice thing about these guys, they got the H3. I've got more money than what I know, like 3,000 gold, guys, because look at my upkeep, 84. I've got all these expansion parties and 0 upkeep. Oh, all of that looks scary, especially considering that. I mean, I guess I can just screw it. Congratulations, you guys are just don't even worry about it. You're gonna go forward and you're gonna go kill me some horsies. So good luck, boys. Oh man, why did you have to get what? Did I get something plagued me? Okay, doesn't matter. How many turns do you have in you? You have 10 turns of expansion in you. I got the Faitha. And by the way, I forgot to make more holy units last turn with the temples that I created. Oh, do you have troops? You do have troops. So go here. You have troops. Oh, that's worth 0 money. And let's be honest, I took 2 thrones last turn. Oops, didn't even realize it. And I think I've got, okay, double check and boom. I'm going to make mistakes because I'm just going super fast as I'm at 31 minutes now. I've got 5 expansion parties. I think I can put out a 6th one next turn, maybe. I do have a leader, so... oh, that reminds me. I don't know if I can't remember if I... Look at those archers! That's what I'm talking about. Archers are awesome. I think I'd lost a bunch. Man, those guys are just not running. I'm not used to this. Oh, man, I might be in trouble, guys, because... These guys lost a ton of troops, and they're not running. Man, I've never seen this before. We actually got routed. That was a lot of bad luck, though. I'll be honest. Okay, the priest died. So we had our first expansion fail. To be honest, this was kind of a joke anyways, because I put the archers on the front line, but still, those guys expected them to run a little faster. They definitely were under 50%, which means they were getting a morale check every single turn. So this could be problematic too because we're getting surrounded. Oh man, this is problems. Look at that, I lost 2 in a row. Oh man, okay, that was bad. I'm finally biting off more than I can chew. I'm gonna laugh if this one fails too. I literally have not had an expansion fail this whole time. And there I'm getting a bunch. It doesn't help that it's winter and my heat aura is not doing anything anymore. I'm pretty sure that a lot of these places are at cold 3, which means my heat aura literally does nothing. Like, we should be killing these guys so much faster. Oh yeah, watch this. Something's gonna plunk me. Look at that. They're all aiming at this dude. What are the chances? 100%. Okay, let me just keep moving forward. Okay, so we lost 2 expansion parties. That really stunk, but we still have 3 left, and that's not half bad. That was almost a third, or another expansion party dead. But I think that I would be doing better if I was paying more attention to this. How are you guys doing? Yeah, you're good. If I was scripting better, if I was making forts, I probably could do better. Oh, that's turn 12. I'm done anyways. Okay. So even after the 2 failed expansions, which I think I probably... One of them, I don't know. I just... Where was this one? Where was this one? Okay, so... No, it's just a bad scouting report, I think. Oh, no, it was a fine scouting report. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe... Let me see if we just went around or what. Yeah, okay, so what I normally do is I have these guys in the middle, and then I push forward. I did this because we were fighting cavalry, if I remember correctly. And it also didn't help that they snuck around. That was my bad scripting. This one, I just, I don't know why they didn't run. That's absolutely wild. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 guys in this northern party. Now, these guys coming down here does suck because they just got annihilated, and they almost got annihilated right away, too. Um, hey, they are lighting on fire, so my heat aura did work. So they went from 11 guys down to 7, so I guess we didn't kill as many as I thought they did. Yeah, and they were killing them really slow too. So yep. Oh well. Probably just shouldn't have gone in with them. A 12 piercing should have been doing damage, but 16 defense skill. That's why it is. Okay. So just I wanted to know that just for my own information, because I need to make sure that I don't ever do this again. 12 attack skill should attack every once or should hit every once in a while. But let's see what the results are, guys. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, or sorry, 15, 18, 21, 24 provinces. 24 provinces. I still have 3 expansion parties. I've got 3,300 gold sitting around. I've got a bunch of guys that I can move off, and I've got the ability to recruit 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 sacreds per turn. And that's if I'm also going to probably put down a bunch more temples. I could have put down a ton more forts. I mean, I don't know what I could do with 3,000 gold. 5 forts, straight off the bat. That's what I'm thinking. I still have a lot of provinces in the immediate area that I could have gotten. Um, Now, I don't think I could have done this on like I said, like when I was playing with 6 nations on this map, I was running into nations. Um, but I mean, you guys can see this is pretty amazing. I could have like all of these guys, like 1, 2. I could have had with these guys. I could have upgraded. This guy should be going around in site searching. I could have site searched with 2 other ones. The research, I think I'm just BS researching. So yeah, y'all got to see what it looks like to expand within with a nice bless. My scales are not terrible. Outside of my capital, they're not good. But inside my fort, I mean, I got a point of growth. I've got order 3. I've got max productivity. And the reason I'm doing that, by the way, guys, is because I can max out my holy points and just go temple, 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 and just max out these guys right here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm absolutely loving this new nation. I think they are very powerful. I would not want to fight against them early unless they did some silly expand like this where I can go take some like I mean there's no way I'm defending this stuff up here, guys. Or if I saw them fail expand like I did here where they fail expand twice, I would be very weak here. But I wouldn't expand like this, and I probably would get I'm gonna be guessing 18 provinces without a problem. Not bad for an awake researcher. I think that with my research count, 36 times 12 is, somewhere around 400 research, 400 plus research that I could be getting, which means I can get 4 research things up to level 2, which isn't bad with just my pretender. I would definitely suggest getting your standard mine burn, and then you can move into fire evocations with like a small communion doing like fire evos. You could do conjurations to get yourself fire elementals, and since you've got heat aura, if you're on the defensive, I mean going conjuration into 3 would be absolutely amazing. I do need to see some of the I have no clue what these guys are. I didn't even get to look at these. Um, but yeah, it's pretty a Cyclops tribe. Oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, just being able to go down into conjuration, maybe get some of these guys. These are not very good. I guess herd of elephants isn't terrible, but 5 nature gems for elephants. Oh well. I guess if I was doing a national overview, maybe these guys would actually be worth looking into. But to me, I find that if you can expand, you can look into that stuff later. To be honest. And I know that if you want to look into those guys, you can look into Bandar Log. They have a lot of the similar. I think Bandar Log has all of these guys. I think all of these guys are Bandar Log. I don't know what the Malika is. And I don't. Oh, Birds of Splendor. Huh, that'd be kind of interesting. So, but yeah, really cool nation, really powerful. I don't think that the Dominion stuff is gonna matter because I don't know if you one of the things that um is that they get a -2 to conflict. So as soon as my Dominion hits another Dominion, it's gonna start withering. In which is one of the reasons why you want to take a high Dominion. I think that if I was actually playing in game, looking at it now, I'd probably take a Dom 8 and get rid of the growth scale. Uh, but yeah, oh well. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next expand.